NFL camps are in full swing, boys. What are we liking? What are we hating, Steve?
I mean, it's just a bunch of rumors from what I've been hearing. But
Well, I mean, yes and no. I mean, it's like you got a couple little quarterback things going on. It's like I like the
you
fact that the Raiders are, you know, Kubiak's like, no, he's not. He's just, yeah, he's not playing.
well,
He's
let's hope not.
developing. He's developing him. I like the guy where he's going there. Um, Real quick, let me start this off to the fans. Joe Schmo off the street in training camp who has thrown a football can have a completion percentage of 65 to 70% in camp.
Yeah,
Would
because
you
you're not under pressure for it.
stop? Would you stop with this? Oh boy, this guy's real good. He's going to get the number one spot because he's got a 68% completion percentage in camp. Yeah.
You have no pressure in camp.
Oh my God. What is wrong with these over emotional fans? When it comes to the NFL, it's like OMG. It's so bad. Anyway, that's my little thing. It's like shut up. So um yeah. Go ahead, Steve. Sorry for interrupting.
No, it's fine. You're not wrong with that. It's just, the most of the news that I'm reading is just people, individual
Yeah.
players jabbing at each other or saying,
Oh,
this
sure.
person's looking good or this person, nah, they're not looking
Yeah.
that good. I mean, but it doesn't tell you anything until the season starts.
Yeah.
Again, I'm
Or,
just happy there's not been a major injury so far. No one's,
no, just yeah, and people overreact to like sprains and strains. Like I saw Mike Evans he's getting rest for a quad injury. It's like, yeah, dude, yeah,
no, but there's hasn't been like ACL tears or
no,
anything like, all of a sudden
yeah,
people
There
out
was
for the
one
season.
today, or
was
yeah, there
one.
was one
yeah,
today.
yeah, there
Was it
was
really?
one. Yep.
Jalen Walker with the
That's
Falcons.
thank you.
Yeah, second year guy. Had a really, really good rookie year. He's a high draft pick, 15th, I think, overall, right? And yeah, he tore his ACL.
Yeah, he's gone for the
Rest
year.
up, man. Hope we see you again. So
I guess I spoke too soon.
Mhm.
Can we talk about Aaron Donald coming back to the Rams potentially? He was at practice
he's
in pads today. He was in
yeah,
practice in
he's
pads today.
yeah, they let him come and practice and stuff. Yeah.
I still think a 70% Aaron Donald could still be a top 10 interior defender.
It's possible. Yeah, the guy's a monster. He's an incredible athlete. So, but Brandon, what do you think, buddy?
No, like I said, it's just training camp, guys
Yeah.
just getting loose, going through the motions,
Who's starting for the Browns, Brandon?
I don't know, Joe Schmo off the street. It'll be the same result either way.
The water boy.
Oh, they listen, the Browns had an incredible draft. They really did. I just I think if they name, and I'll say it, if they name Shador Sanders, I here's the thing, I hope they do so that all these people will shut up when they see how bad he is. I just, it's like, dude, just stop already. It's like, oh my God. Yeah. So, yeah, Nick.
Like I mean, his dad
Oh,
did a good job making him seem like the greatest thing since sliced bread.
I know.
Deion Sanders is awesome. I love Deion. And yeah, he's go it's prime time, man. The dude one knows how to talk, he knows how to get under people's skin. He's awesome. It's prime time, dude. Come on.
Oh yeah, I'm saying he did a great job selling the kid. But
Oh,
you
oh yeah,
gotta
100%.
you gotta throw him out to the wolves.
Yeah, I know. The guy who made his career what it is in Colorado, Travis Hunter, I think Travis Hunter is gonna have a massive year in Jacksonville. Big breakout year. I think Jacksonville's gonna have a good year.
Yeah.
So Nick?
Yes. About the Browns?
No, just in general, training camp, news,
Oh,
notes.
everything I'm seeing now is talking about obviously the Kyler Murray, JJ McCarthy
Sure.
Who's
That's
going to
another one?
win.
Yeah.
That is a big
I'm-
one that they talk about
I
a
am
lot.
100%. Everyone's booing JJ because he's having some bad balls at practice.
That's-
So what? It's practice.
yeah. It's
Like
practice.
I wish that they would put Kyler Murray in and build around JJ McCarthy like they had planned. That is how you make a long-lasting winning team, as opposed to, oh, we're going to make an impact this week. Yeah, I just settle down.
I know.
Would you rather? I guess like I worded it earlier. Would you rather have Kyler for 2026 or McCarthy for the next 10 years?
Yeah, 100%. Let McCarthy heal.
Yeah, let him cook.
I think he did. He's fully healed at this point, but it's like, yeah, let him just let this play out, relax, booing him because of an incompletion in practice. This is why I think training camp should not have fans every day. Because they're lunatics. People that go to training camp and like
are the lunatics.
Are the lunatics.
Yeah, a quarterback throws a touchdown, they think they're the greatest thing.
Oh my God. Especially ones that are just have weird followings. Like what? No. And it's like it gets so emotional and like, dude, I just think, there should be fan days. Don't get me wrong. Every team does the in the stadium practice. And like, I've even been to a few of those. Went to one in Cleveland, went to one in Buffalo, been to one out in the Bay Area. I did one for the New York Giants once. It's like, so I get it. And those are fun events. It's like, yeah, that's, you have fan days at training camp. Otherwise, no.
Smart idea.
No.
I think Kyler Murray is going to be the starter.
So do I. He should be.
It's possible, yeah. And like you said, let McCarthy build. I mean, whatever, yeah. So
the other thing that people were talking about with camp is, do you guys know how many new coaches there are in the NFL this year?
Yeah,
10 new head coaches, 21 offensive coordinators, and 14 defensive coordinators entering this season. It's crazy.
Well, yeah,
for their first season.
Remember the end of last season? there was 8, like the first day of.
That's right.
After week 18,
we talked about it.
They got fired. Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. It's so. Yep. It's and you've got a lot of those head coaches that were fired are now offensive coordinators or defensive coordinators. So it's like, it's really, pretty interesting. So, and you've got a lot of people that are a lot of rookies that are going to be behind some decent guys. And, you can watch them practice, but it's like once the season starts, it's like, thank God practices are closed to the fans. It's like, Jesus, can you imagine? Put this guy in because so-and-so had 4 incompletions last week and went 31 of 35. That's terrible. Put that guy sitting on the bench and developing it now. It's like, okay, Looney Tunes.
Basically.
So, but anyway, so you've got the Kyler Murray thing going on in Minnesota. Then you've got Deshaun Watson, Dylan Gabriel. I've seen on some Browns pages, people want Dylan Gabriel and other people want Shedeur Sanders. And it's like, it's going to be Deshaun Watson initially. It will be.
Oh yeah.
And it's, I don't know. It just, and if it's not, okay, and just let the train roll out of the station without a driver and let it go down the road. So, and then, elsewhere it seems, pretty much like we kind of thought. I think you've got an interesting one in New Orleans because New Orleans, you've got some players there, man. You've got some good offensive weapons in New Orleans. So, some interesting things there. I really, really, man, yeah. I don't know. So you've got, where's Tua? Atlanta, right? Tua's in Atlanta. the funny thing is Atlanta's in a weird spot because they really don't have a quarterback, right? Like it's like, so what do they do? People think you put Tua in because they've got weapons, but I just don't think I don't think Tua can even get them 8 wins. So maybe that's a good thing. But Atlanta has so many other weapons. It's like you can do the thing that Tua is strong with, and that's check downs and things like that. Because you got a lot of players, Kyle Pitts, you've got Bijan Robinson, obviously, and some other offensive weapons that can do those types of routes and put up points. And you've got a defense that is decent. They just lost a big part of that. But if you win, it's a great quarterback draft. So it's like, what are you supposed to do? They're always like, oh, they're going to tank. Well, teams don't really do that. So it's.
I mean, it looks like Atlanta's backup is Michael Penix and Tua. Michael Penix was just drafted in 2024 and tore his ACL last year.
But everybody kind of they've seen enough to know, okay, Michael Penix is definitely not going to be the answer. And they blew it. They brutally blew it. And this was the previous staff, right, that drafted Michael Penix, and it was like, holy crap, we screwed up because we had Kirk Cousins, and we could have built around Kirk Cousins, and they would have been a playoff team this year. 100%. They would have been a playoff team. And so, I don't know. But Michael Penix isn't the answer there. He was never going to be the answer there. So,
I mean, with looking at their QB situation, even if what they have around them, I mean, right now, looking at them, they're not going to win more than 5 games.
I was watching a show today, and they're like, yeah, they're with Tua, they're going to win 8. No,
not with first
Tua,
year.
They're going to win 8
or 9, yeah. And I'm like, they're good. I mean, Steve, they're good enough to be able to pull out very low scoring games on defense. They have a good defense.
That's why I'll give them 5.
I'm just saying, like, if you have a defense that isn't giving up more than 20 a game, it's fuck, he needs 3 touchdowns. I don't know.
Yeah, but Tua's not known for being very good with ball control and.
Oh no, I mean, he can throw a deep ball to very, very fast men who can run a 4.2 40. So anyway, I don't know. And you've got Tampa. Tampa's got the whole Baker Mayfield thing. It's I think Baker's a consummate pro, and he's going to do the right thing and play out the season.
Oh, he'll do his best.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah,
and
I actually did a bunch of research on that. If you guys want to talk about that more,
the Baker Mayfield situation,
the whole Baker Mayfield.
Yeah, floor is yours.
For a quick recap, back in March of 23, Tampa Bay takes a chance after Tom Brady retired, and they signed Baker Mayfield to a 1-year, $4 million prove-it deal.
Yep, and he proved it.
And he became the starter and helped Tampa win the NFC South. Proved. March of 24, Tampa commits, rewards him with a 3-year extension worth up to $100 million, 33.3 average a year, 50 guaranteed.
Right.
And then at the time, the debate was said, did Tampa finally find stability after Brady, or did they just pay too much too early? And then 2024 happened. Baker strengthens his case again. He makes the Pro Bowl, leads another NFC South title run.
Right.
Continues as the unquestioned starter.
Well, yeah. And last year wasn't anybody's fault. They got hit with injuries and everything else. So
right. And then that
was the
2025 season was when things started to get complicated because the Bucs did miss the playoffs. They were 8-9, right? But like we talked about, I think just last episode, how many of those games were lost by the defense?
A lot.
Right.
Here's the thing. If their defense comes through and wins and just holds a team to 28 points, they win and that they walk in to the playoffs.
I completely agree. But they're giving him credit for the 8-9 record.
Always will be the quarterback's fault, buddy. That's just the way that.
I didn't say it shouldn't have been. I'm just
And then
on July 28th, the Buccaneers said that they were going to officially cancel all talks for this extension until after the season. Which I think puts Baker Mayfield into an interesting prove it or lose it situation, because that's pretty much all he ever gets are prove it or lose it situations.
Well, and he's unhappy with
he has a tendency to thrive in those situations.
He does. But then what happens afterwards? Does he stay or does he leave?
He leaves. I think this will be his last season with the Bucs.
I think
not if they offer him a $250 million contract.
I think they would have to.
It'd have to be massive.
I think they would have to tag him to keep him. I honestly think they would have, because I think he wants to leave after the season, and if they want to keep him, they would have to tag him.
Do you know what a tag on Baker next year would cost them?
Yeah, and then I don't think they would do it, but they would. I think they would have to.
It would be north of $60 million for Baker. It's just what it. That's how the tag thing works. You remember when Kirk Cousins was tagged for the third time? Back then, it was $47 million. Dude, they would. Oh my God!
I'm gonna look at that.
They would owe him a just astronomical amount of money if they tried to tag him, and then you waste your tag on somebody for what? It's like, if you're gonna pay him that much, just pay him the money. Just sign him. Well, they'll do that because they don't want to offer what other teams are offering. But here's the thing on that: if he's an unrestricted free agent, I think you can put a tag on somebody no matter what. So I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how that'll work, or if that's a good idea. So
a lot of the consensus online was that trying to figure out which tier, and I'll explain that in a second, which tier of quarterback is Baker Mayfield. You have your tier one quarterbacks like Mahomes, Allen, Burrow, where you pay them whatever they want to make them play football for you.
I think I don't think those tiers are accurate or at all. But if
I don't think Burrow would be in a tier one.
Yeah, I mean, I understand why you'd put him there, but I think Burrow hasn't done. Guys, I love Joe Burrow. I do. But show me statistically wins and losses and in the playoffs where he is a tier one quarterback.
I would definitely put Baker
and do that with Lamar Jackson as well. Lamar Jackson is not a tier one quarterback. Sorry. Can't win in the playoffs. Great, incredible, talented, athlete, running, etc. The year that he won his first MVP was such a joke based on other players that got overlooked. I was just like, at the time, I was like, this award just lost. I was like, look at the stats, Steve, on the first year Lamar Jackson won the MVP, because I know people are going to get upset with that comment. But no, no, because there was several other quarterbacks that played better. And so man, sorry.
What was his first year as MVP?
We'll just look up his first MVP. He's only won two. So and I've heard that from the sports media, who, loves to go down on guys like Lamar. So anyway,
2019.
Mm-hmm. There you go.
That makes sense. That's his first year that he had over 100 in his ranking, or in his quarterback ranking.
Yep.
66%, 3,000 yards, 36 touchdowns with only 6 interceptions. That's why he got MVP.
That's it. But there was how many yards again?
Only 3,100.
Yeah, and you know why? Because those were total touchdowns. I don't think those were passing touchdowns.
Oh, yeah, because he had a lot of running touchdowns.
There you go. So, again, and the NFL loves those guys, right? Or the media does.
The dual threat.
Yeah, and they're garbage. A lot of them are just garbage quarterbacks. And so I'm sorry. I don't care that a running back can throw the ball. So, but anyway, it's like,
to answer your question, Nick, I would put Baker in probably a tier 3.
Yes, I completely disagree. So,
in a tier 3,
where would you put him? What's your tier?
If you're talking about tiers,
sure.
First of all, I think there's maybe 3 quarterbacks that you would put into tier 1 if I looked at it. But yeah, Baker's a tier 2 quarterback. He's a quarterback that I would absolutely sign and build around.
That's kind of the argument. I mean, I agree that I don't think he's a top tier quarterback, but I do think he deserves to be paid, and I think you could build an entire program around his skill sets.
Yep.
So
the guy slings it. He's athletic. He can extend plays. He can throw the ball. He's very accurate. He pushes the ball downfield. And how many times does he come back and won in the fourth quarter? Yeah, I'm happy if Baker's got the ball in the fourth with less than 2 minutes.
Hasn't the Bucs been building around him for the last couple of years, though?
No, Baker Mayfield came on to a team that was already built, and he had to adjust to that. So they didn't.
I think that
Baker went into another system, then that system went away, and he had to deal with a new system and immediately excelled.
I didn't even know he played for the Rams in 2022.
What he did with the Rams was insane. Yes, first week. What was it? First week, 3 days of study, and was able to get into McVay's very complicated entire system and win a game. Boom. And he came into that game like late. He didn't start it. But anyway, so that's, yeah. So, but anyway, Brandon, you're quiet. You're quiet down there. Anything else?
No, my only thoughts on it are just all depends on the end of the season, I think, where the Buccaneers end up and what prospects are coming out of college, whether they decide to keep them on or try and go for the
it's a big, I mean, everybody keeps saying it's a big quarterback year. So for college, it's like, we'll see. Yeah. So, yeah.
But I think he's a great quarterback personally.
Yeah.
If the Buccaneers make it to the playoffs, it's going to get really interesting after the season's over.
Yeah.
For Baker's contract.
Cardinals will be picking number 1.
Isn't that every year?
We'll see. We will see. So,